Hello biologist! In this video I will give you some information about cells. I reckon you guys know about cell structure, its organelles and their names and functions, maybe their types and maybe much more. But don't be stressed if you forgot about this or didn't know even. We'll review all about cells for short time. By the way, I have 5 facts against cells. There are a large number of cell types with various structure, functions, shape, and much more. That's why they should separate into some categories. In fact, all cells divide into 2 kingdoms. These are prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. They both have one similar root of the word, karya. Karya means nucleus. And logically, we can assume that the cells of these 2 kingdoms divided into 2 kingdoms because of different structure, maybe function of the nucleus. Well, let's start with prokaryotic cells. Pro means before, karya nucleus. It means that the cells of this kingdom have not developed nucleus. To understand it more, let's look at the picture. This is the common structure of prokaryotic cell. It has no nucleus, but it has nucleoid area. The majority of prokaryotic cell have cell wall, and this cell wall consisting of mucus. Both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells have ribosome. Mostly this cell enclosed by capsule. Flagellum and pilus are needed to movement. For prokaryotic cells is blue-green algae. They have no nucleus and they are nucleoid enclosed by thylakoid membrane. Some scientists say that blue-green algae is the first organism that produces oxygen, that clear oxygen to primitive atmosphere. And these organisms grow in that place that other does not exist. They produce dinitrogen, which is really important molecule. The second example is Escherichia coli. Escherichia coli is rod-shaped bacteria that commonly found in lower intestine. This bacteria helps in absorption, in breakdown of food, and also it produces vitamin K. And the third example for prokaryotic cell is Mycoplasma. Mycoplasma is a genus of bacteria that lacks a cell wall. This characteristic makes it naturally resistant for antibiotics, which means that antibiotics won't kill mycoplasma. Mycoplasma also causes pneumonia. There are too many examples for eukaryotic cells. That's why they divide again into 2, into animal cells and plant cells. I will show you animal cell structure. In the next video, you will be able to watch a plant cell structure. Both plant and animal cells are eukaryotic. It means that they have true nucleus. Inside of this nucleus is nucleolus. Here, DNA, RNA, and ribosomes produce. Nucleus have its own envelope, pores, and lamina. Through the pores, ribosomes and RNA transmit. There are 2 types of endoplasmic reticulum that are near to the nucleus: rough and smooth ER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is the nearest one. Here, ribosomes produce protein. In the microscope, this ribosomes looks like a dot, so that it looks rough. Smooth ER produce vitamins, lipids, and some hormones. That's why it looks smooth. Endoplasmic reticulum consisting of cisterna. The next organelle is complex Golgi. Golgi modify the proteins by making them more complex. Vacuoles transfer protein to Golgi. After that, more complex protein appears. Now let's talk about another organelle called mitochondria. The main function of this organelle is to make ATP or energy. This organelle is needed to aerobic respiration. Next organelle is lysosome. Lysosome digests all food. Actually, eukaryotic cells look like this. Purple circles are free ribosomes. Orange lines are cytoskeleton that controls outer and inner movement of the cell. There are three types of cytoskeleton: microfilaments, microtubules, and intermediate filaments. See you soon.